Okay, so we have two categories to start. To start with, we have NOC or NOC, and I have the first names here. So Jennifer, Luca, and Matteo from the Netherlands and speaking Italian. So.
So, hi everyone, I'm Matteo Consonni, co-founder of NOC. I'm from Italy, even though our company is based in the Netherlands. We work for the category Connecting Cultures. And NOC is a service that brings people together on the basis of their interest and location. Our context, our philosophy is very simple. As you probably know, nowadays we spend a lot of time, in front of social networks, 2 hours and 40 minutes per day. That makes around 80 days per year. So this is not necessarily bad, even for cats, but because thanks to social networks, we are able to connect with the world in a way we were not able before. But at the same time, imagine how much time we are wasting in front of social networks. When you come back home from work, from studying, and then you just scroll on Facebook, Instagram, all these instruments. How many things you could have been done instead? And also, the second problem we are addressing, think about expats, travelers. When they first arrive in a city, it's difficult for them to know where to hang out and meet new people. And that's why we developed NOC. So NOC is a service that lets you meeting new friends and very simply find people and places where you can express your interest. That's a picture from one of our first meetups. As you can see, a lot of people having fun, smiling, having a nice picture after sharing their interest for wine. Probably that's why they're very happy. So we target our platform to different groups. We start bridging the gap between expats and locals, but we are now going into a project for refugees. And how this platform, how this service is provided in two main different ways. First, a web platform, and then our Internet of Things, our very innovative technological tool that I will present right after. So this is the web platform, already accessible from our website. As you can see, it's very simple and very nice. You can select your interest, and we show you back a list of people and meetups created by people with your same interest. If you see someone or something that you would like to join, for example, Luca climbing or Harry watching a movie, you just have to knock the event. And automatically the people that attend the event are informed and you can just join. Another thing that you can do is to create a meetup. So imagine that we want to go out for a beer but we don't know with whom, we just post a meetup and other people with our same interests get notified and they have the possibility to join us. So after we developed this platform, we thought, do we really want to fight social networks and bring people together in face-to-face interaction with a web platform? Of course, no. I mean, we need it, but what's our added value? And after a lot of study and thinking and brainstorming, we came out with this very innovative tool. We made a table, we painted blue, and we called it Tableau, which makes it very, very, I miss the word, very fancy. And so the meaning of Tableau, so Tableau is what bridges the gap between hardware and software actually in NOC, and is that what help us making a real impact. So we build this table and we place it in parts. The rule of Tableau are very simple. Once you stand at Tableau, you cannot, you check in and then you cannot use your phone. And there are some cards that helps you interacting with the people around you and breaking the ice. So it's the very ultimate tool that brings people together in face-to-face interactions. And that's what we do. Now, speaking shortly about the team, instead of telling you about the team, I would rather show you the team. We are 3 people working at this project, me, Matteo, Luca, and Jenny. The 2 of us are from Italy, Jennifer is from the United Kingdom. And we live all together in The Hague, in the Netherlands, where we work. And since we do a very funny life, I would love to show you a brief piece of it. This is our waking up moment. We decided to record it.
Sorry. Cosa facciamo oggi? No, costruiamo un sogno, anche vero? Io faccio un sogno, sì.
Just to show you like very concretely what is working in a small business as we do. And well, last but not least, this is our manifesto, this is our mission, is what we trust in. Because finally we are making this for many reasons, but also it's a way for us to work at something we really like. We try to have fun, and since we really trust that life is about the people you meet and the things you create with them, we really want to make this happen. That's it.
Thank you very much. We open the floor for the first question. Due to time pressure, we're still going to go for 4 questions because it's not going to do unfair advantages for the one before. But I'm asking you to do a very close question, not a very open question, and a very close answer, of course, would be welcome.
Okay, I hope I can do it halfly close. What exactly does this table do?
So this table tool helps us understanding how many people are really meeting in the real life, away from keyboard, let's put it like that. And it comes from a problem also this. So when we started our first meetups, then we understood that a platform was not enough because then people are agreeing on meeting offline. And since we really want to stay far from traditional social networks, we are not giving them a lot of possibilities to interact online, so the profiles are very simple. And then how they can actually meet physically in a place, how they can recognize themselves. And through Tavolo, they have a blue table, very big. Well, you cannot understand it from this picture. Yeah, you arrive, there's a QR code you can check in, and then, so at first there are 3 very simple rules. You cannot use your phone, you have to interact with the people around you. And then there are some cards with some very simple questions like what was your favorite game when you were a child, stuff like that, that helps you break in the ice and interact with the people around you. And the whole point is to meet up with new people just for the sake of meeting new people.
Really interesting idea. I see it's kind of a meetup meets Twitter of sorts. Just very basic question on the competitive space as well as the integration of existing social networks. And then rep models. What is the business model? What is the case? And what are we looking at there?
So competitor revenue stream. So competitors, well, the first big one is meetup.com, of course. What makes us different from them in this precise moment is that the creation of meetups is for free. So to create a meetup in meetup.com, you pay a fee and then you're able to create meetups. In NOC, the whole point is that everyone can create meetups for every need. So as soon as you want to do something, then you create a meetup and people join you. And about revenue streams, we have different ways. Honestly, we are still elaborating all the different possibilities to get revenue. One comes from Tableau, for example. So when we put Tableau in a place, then that place is identified like a NOC spot. And we are able to see how much revenue the Tableau is making, and then at the end of the night or the month, then the apps give us the 10% of the revenue. That's a possible revenue stream. Another revenue stream is that when you create a meetup, we suggest you places where you can do things. Like if you want to go drinking a beer, then we suggest you places where you can drink a beer. And the places, in order to be there, they pay a fee, of course. We have different ways. We are still in the phase that we are trying to understand what is the best one to monetize. Next one.
Just to get it right, so Tableau, is it like an addition of your business model, a business model, or just 2 better presentations in one?
That's a good point. So it's an integration of the platform, and you can see it in many ways. And somehow it has some positive things here. So on the one hand, it's a marketing strategy for NOC because people see Tableau and then they go back to the platform. On the other hand, it's a revenue stream itself because we place Tableau in a pub and the pub is start giving us a percentage of the revenue. But on the other hand, it's also an integration of the platform, because you can create a meetup and you can create the meetup at the tavolo. So you're gonna be, yes, yes.
No more questions? Last one? Short.
How does this differ from the early generation of Foursquare?
What was about the early generation?
Which is basically gathering people with the same interests at the same place so that you can do what you're doing. And how do you gamify it so that it keeps people's interest?
So gamification is a big challenge for us, and is what we are trying to understand that we can develop in the best way. By now, everything is based on your interest. So when the meetup ends, then people come back home and they can endorse other people on specific interests, like how much are you cool at drinking beers, or I don't know, art, movies, all the interests that we have in the platform, they can be endorsed. But from our first feedbacks, I don't think that's the best way, and we are looking possible ways to develop them. But since I have to bring my answer short, I think that it's enough like that.
Thank you very much, Matteo. Thank you.